Hello. Today I am actually about 3 hours away from where I live. It's kind of closer to the St. Louis area. It's still about an hour and 15 minutes west from St. Louis. So, no matter what, it's kind of a drive. We are doing some interviews and we are shooting B roll for the company that I work for. And yeah, we start off actually doing some B-roll early in the morning, and then we came in here while the sun is kind of high, and we did some interviews right away. We kind of scheduled this so there would be a little bit of gap between the beginning shoots and the interview, but then we just kind of did it right away because, I think we didn't want to wait. We just kind of want to go with it and just finish everything off as soon as we can. We are using two Sony cameras. One is my FX30, and that is the B camera that the DP right there is holding right now. The other is the FX3, that is the A camera, which will be utilized for everything because we want to do 120 frames per second B roll stuff here and there. I am kind of just helping out as crew. We are using a lot of my gear because just that's just how it turned out. It was easier if I just brought my stuff and we just set it up instead of like the DP kind of add his stuff to the rental. Our sound person there, her name is Claire. She lives in the area, and I believe she was a student of mine back in the day. So she kind of wants to do sound stuff. This is my first use of my battery power station, and I decided to use it here because the outlets are pretty far away. We're limited in stingers, and I was like, I'll just save the stingers for the lights instead, and I just plugged in right there because I knew it wasn't gonna be all day. And then here we are, getting some B-roll here, and this is kind of the end of the shoots for the shop area here. We kind of did that typical, they walk into the shot and we know it's a documentary, like style lighting and stuff. Our next location is about 40 minutes away, I think. No, it's about 15 minutes away from the shop. And this is the farm. This is one of the farmer's farms. And he does soybeans, and our client is for Missouri soybeans. So we are filming for them. We have a monthly type contract with them, and then we have this separate one where it's kind of we're focusing on the farmer and what he does, and kind of making a kind of like a story. It's kind of half written, not half written, script wise. So it's a little bit of both. It's a little odd, I think. I think for editing it might be a little confusing, but then there's a lot of things you can go with. Right here, they are trying to connect the camera to the machine. I don't know what to call the machine. Like you can't call it a tractor because it is gigantic. It is a Decepticon in the end. But we didn't really have mounting systems for it. I don't think we were prepared for that, so we just kind of found what we could. Um, I think we had. I think that's a super clamp of some sort. I don't know. I and then I had some ratchet straps, and we're gonna ratchet strap it in there, and we just kind of jerry rigged it as best we can. We did find that it didn't work well because the machine, since it's like giant machine, it vibrates a lot, and then the camera ends up moving, so it's not the most secure. And the TP, he was in there writing along with the farmer, and then he'll have to stop and then adjust the camera. And he eventually like stopped and just held the camera as it went, which is like not the greatest idea because it gets really really dusty as it's sweeping up all the soybeans. But yeah, it like you had to do what you had to do, right? And there's my ratchet strap there. That Cody, he's our gaffer and grip for the day. That's helping out. I met him a while ago during a wedding. He did photography for the company that I worked for at the time, and we just kind of caught up afterwards. And he's like, "Hey, I'm in the St. Louis area. If you guys need something, here's my rates." I was like, "Oh, cool." So yeah, it was nice to meet him again. He's a really cool guy. He knows what he's doing, and that's great. I like working with people like that. So this clip is pretty long. But it's about all I have left for this production here. I didn't capture much because I kind of like made a stupid decision where the sound mixer would kind of travel with me, and that was about 40 minutes away from the hotel that we were staying at. And then after we're done with the interviews, I was like, I don't think we need a sound anymore, so we can probably just send her home. And then decided to drive her back to the hotel so she can get in a car and leave. So that's how it ended up. And then I had to come over here, and then I didn't get much B-roll as well. And also, I am also like the drone operator for this project as well. So if I'm not flying the B-roll, if I'm not helping out on set, I'm flying the drone. If I'm then I can't really capture much B-roll as well. So it's kind of a little like I'm doing both two jobs at once, and it found a little bit difficult. Like when I try to do that, like I try to stay away from that now. There's this current project that I working on that I end up doing, and I don't want to do that because I'm in charge of like everything because all the gear is mine and stuff. So I don't want to be the person that kind of just am like doing everything for everyone, and the people who are working on the project, they aren't really learning that much. They're probably learning a lot, but then at the same time they can't exactly like learn from the mistakes they make, and that's how you really learn really. So I just kind of have to leave it with them, and I'm not going to be on that set much longer because of that specific reason as well. But yeah, that is basically it for this production. You can see there's dust flying already, and we're not even flying. We're not even like doing anything yet. But I'm about to go fly the drone, and I won't be able to capture any B-roll anymore. I'll be helping out on like this farm section here. So thank you for watching. This is a really quick video. I'm sorry, and I couldn't explain much, but I thought I'd just share what I did and our little project we did. I'll see you guys next time.